Hey guys, what's going on? ThePrideOfLDN here. You guys know what to do. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Again, I'm very sorry for the setup. It's not going to be great until I get back to my normal place, so I'm sorry for that. But let's get into the video because we have some very exciting news. Chelsea have got their two main targets ready for the January transfer window. We already know who they are, and one of them I've talked about recently in a few videos, Declan Rice. Of course, we know about him, defensive sort of midfielder, great at tackling, good passing range, work rate, knows the Premier League, will be a good buy. I know there's a lot of people that think we shouldn't be going for him, that we don't need him. Ethan Ampadu's in our, come up from our academy and such. But I think Declan Rice would be a good addition for us, as long as we can get him for a reasonable price. I'm not willing to pay, the 80-ish, 70 million that West Ham are going to be wanting for him. So that one, that's my take on that. I want him, but for a reasonable price. Sort of like the Ben Chilwell situation, like, I want to get him in, but I'm not fussed on us, splashing a mountain of cash for him. That's one. But the really exciting one that has just come out recently, I think it was a Sky Sports journalist that broke it. So reliability, I'm not 100% sure on how reliable it is so far. I think his name's Angelino something or other. I'll leave the source in the description. It's always down there if you guys are ever interested. But he has come out and said that Chelsea's number 2 target is Declan Rice and Chelsea's number 1 target is Erling Braut Haaland, of course, of Dortmund. The wonder kid, he's surely labelled as a wonder kid nowadays. He's been smashing in goals left, right and centre, like averaging at least like a goal a game usually. The guy is an absolute beast. Of course, he's Norwegian, I believe. To think that we're still going for him is insane. It does make me wonder. We've got Timo Werner, of course, we've just brought in, so he's not going anywhere. He's going through a bit of a goal drought at the moment, but he'll get there. I have no doubts that Timo Werner will be a massive success at Chelsea. So we've got Timo. He's playing on the wing a lot currently, but I think Lampard has sort of said, he is probably a striker, but he can play anywhere across that front line pretty comfortably. So we bring Haaland in. What does that really mean? For, Giroud's obviously aging, so it makes sense that Giroud move on. Does that make Tammy the backup and Haaland the main striker? You'd think so. Haaland is the better striker at the moment. No disrespect to Tammy. I think Tammy is very underrated a lot of the time and has a lot of criticism where he doesn't always deserve it. But Haaland is the better striker, so we bring Haaland in and we're spending a lot of money to do so. Dortmund aren't going to let him go for cheap. It's the same as the Jadon Sancho situation that we were, considering last summer. It's not going to be cheap. So say we spend, 70 plus million, it has to be, to get Haaland in. One, those funds are going to have to come from somewhere. There's a list of players that we're supposedly planning on selling. That involves Rudiger, Christensen, I think Barkley's on it. There's a whole list of players. Again, the source is in the description, so if you want to click that link and go check it out, you'll see the whole list. There's a lot of players that we're looking to get rid of, rightfully so, all sort of deadwood players. I think Marcus Alonso might be there. I'm not sure if Emerson was on it. If we can sell off Danny Drinkwater, that'd be great, but I'm not sure any club are really going to take him. But yeah, there's a lot of players that we're looking to sell, and if we sell all those deadwood players, we've got, our youth system is very good. We can use the youth system as a sort of supplement to, some of them. And then, of course, bringing in Erling Haaland would be amazing. If we can also get Declan Rice with the funds that we'd raise there, Erling Haaland and Declan Rice in the January transfer window, I'm not sure there is a better transfer window than those two, our previous summer and this January transfer window, if we manage to get these two. That has to be one of the best transfer years ever. It has to be, surely. So that would be huge. Olivier Giroud would almost definitely be moving on if that's the case, I would presume. And then Tammy Abraham and Haaland would be battling it out for the starting striker role, which, not a bad thing. To have two strikers that, good, solid strikers competing for that, that's only good competition. It should lead to lots of goals within our team from the striking position. Does maybe mean that Timo Werner is going to be utilised more as a winger. Of course, that means that we then have Timo Werner on the wing, Pulisic, Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi. If we're counting them all as wingers, then that's 4 wingers, and that's enough in a squad. if we needed someone, you know, to fill in with severe injuries, then we have got players in the youth system that could come up, so that would work. And if you consider that, that really does build our squad out to be so good in terms of depth. Like Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, and Callum Hudson-Odoi, like, if we can keep them all happy, you know, getting them enough game time, if the game time is literally split 50-50, you're playing in the FA Cup, the League Cup, the Premier League, the Champions League, there's 50 odd games a season. If each, you know, if they're all getting around 30 to 20 games, you know, if you balance it out roughly, then these players can't have that much cause for complaint, really, if they're playing in a team like that. And we bring Haaland in, I'm expecting us to be challenging for the Premier League and other honours within a year, definitely within 2 years of that January transfer window. So, sublime stuff. I am shell-shocked to find out that Haaland is on our list. I thought it'd be, you know, just Declan Rice. If maybe, you know, there's someone that's going for a good deal, someone transfer requests, you know, something crazy like that, then maybe we'd be able to, you know, sneak a little bid in for someone, but realistically it was just Declan Rice. I did not think that we'd be going for a top player, and I just can't see how we're going to do it realistically. If I'm talking logistically, this, you know, transfer window comes, how are we going to manage this? So we sell all those players if we even can. You know, clubs still are suffering from coronavirus. They're not spending as much money as usual, so especially in January, trying to sell off a lot of this deadwood is going to be a difficult task in itself. So, you know, do we end up selling all those players? Let's say in an ideal scenario, yes we do. That funds probably isn't going to match up to buying Haaland and Declan Rice, so it would probably be one or the other, I'm guessing. I can't see a world in which we get both in January without an injection of cash from Roman Abramovich. Which, you know, is certainly possible, but he's put enough money into the club at this point, and we've got enough assets to sell that maybe we don't need to get both of them. I think it would be crazy if it did, but logically, I think we might get one of them. Both are going to be difficult to get because Dortmund aren't going to want to sell. No team wants to sell their star players halfway through the season, so Dortmund definitely aren't going to want to sell, and West Ham are doing so well that they're not going to want to sell. So it's going to be difficult either way, so we'll see how this one pans out. I'll keep you guys up to date, of course, as usual. Then just a little bit of news I wanted to add in at the end here. It's about Ben Chilwell, and unfortunately his little ankle injury that he got caught with, it did look quite nasty in the game. He definitely twisted his ankle a little bit. I don't think it's normally the I think it's his left ankle that normally has problems, and this was his right one. I'm not certain on that though. But yeah, it's unfortunate. He is definitely going to be injured. He won't be playing for us for the rest of the year, which sounds bad, but there's a few days to go, so he'll definitely miss the Arsenal game is the message. Emerson, I'm sure, will fill in, maybe as Piliqueta. Both had good games the other day, so I'm not too bothered on which one it is. Maybe because it is against Arsenal, I would prefer Aspi to have the captain on the pitch, but I'd be happy if Emerson plays. But yeah, unfortunately it is another ankle injury for Ben Chilwell, which is a shame. Reece James maybe not going to be fit either because of his knee problem. Maybe we'll be seeing him in the new year again, rather than against that game against Arsenal in that game. So a bit unfortunate there, but as long as they both get back fit and healthy, that's the main priority. So yeah, unfortunate little news at the end there, but this whole video has been about us buying Haaland and Declan Rice, so can't complain too much. That is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.